What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in with Callie. Please like, subscribe if you haven't. Well, this is game 7 for the Clippers because I'm pretty sure the Dallas Mavericks, Jason Kidd is telling the team, the roster, this is our game 7. Because honestly, with the Clippers, this is one of those games where they really cannot afford to lose it. Because if you win this game, the advantages is all in your favor. Because if you win this game here, you go back to Dallas hypothetically, you drop the ball there and lose that game. Game 7 is guaranteed to be in Los Angeles. So it's like you have the advantage on a two-way system. You win here, this game. If you go to Dallas and knock them out there, good. Or if you lose in Dallas, you can come back to LA and finish them here in LA. It's just that simple. So, I mean, honestly, the pressure is more on the Clippers than it is on Dallas. Honestly, because Dallas could win one in their house, of course. The Clippers could win one in theirs. The Clippers are supposed to win this one in their house tonight. They're supposed to. And a lot of people look at it that way because, hey, you're back on your home floor. You just came off a big victory there, which nobody picked you to win. Now you got to come. Now you basically got to come and take this pivotal game here, game 5, and then close it out in Dallas, or you can come back to LA in game 7 and close it out. You see what I'm saying? So it's like with that being in the mix, the Clippers have the advantage, of course. But at the same time, as I said before, they need Kawhi. Not Kawhi, because Kawhi is going to be out this game. I think it's already mentioned that he's going to be out. But they need James Harden and Paul George to damn near mimic what they did the last game. And when I say that, they may not have 31 points apiece, but they need to at least have 25 plus points apiece. And on top of that, they need to be as efficient as possible. I don't want to see them have like 29, 30 points, 9 from 28 from the field. That's not going to cut it. They need to be as efficient as possible. Need efficiency, because this is one of those games where you know Dallas is going to come out and try to hit the Clippers right in the mouth right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, to see Dallas come back from that 30-point game that the Clippers had, or that 20, 30-point lead the Clippers had last game, and take the lead, that's not good. That's not good. And this is the reason why I said this, and that's where you look at a game like that, and that's where you see the importance of Kawhi Leonard. Because a game like that, where the Clippers are up 20, 30 points, if Kawhi is playing that game, they're probably not coming back not to take the lead anyway. Because, first of all, Kawhi kills the Mavericks. Paul George kills the Mavericks. Now, I mean, we see James Harden kills the Mavericks also. But I'm just saying, like, in a game like that, the Clippers could have lost that game if Paul George doesn't hit that amazing 3 from the corner, which is basically like, I'm not going to say it's a luck shot, because he's hit those a lot in his career, but it's not a high percentage shot as in like the shot that you want to take, that you draw up, you know what I'm saying, out of a timeout. So, I mean, thank goodness he hit that shot. Thank goodness, James Harden, cashed in the free throws the way he was supposed to at the end. But it took everything they had when they had a comfortable lead, and Dallas could not stop them. And this is the reason why I said the defense has got to really step up. And this is the reason why I said Kawhi Leonard's importance is the importance of Kawhi Leonard is evident, but his presence is very, very missed, because a lot of those extra rebounds and second chance points, a lot of that, they're not getting with Kawhi Leonard. And a lot of, some of those lazy passes that, the Mavericks were making, that's not happening with a healthy Kawhi Leonard, because he's stealing those. And they're getting more fast break points with Kawhi Leonard on the floor, because Kawhi gets 2 or 3 steals a game. He gets 2 or 3 fast point or fast break opportunities by himself with his one-handed dunk going from one end to the other end. So those extra possessions always count when we talk about playoffs. Any extra possession always counts. If you get 3 or 4 extra possessions in the other team, that definitely counts in the playoffs, because that gives you the advantage. It lets the other team know they have to tighten up on their passes. They have to tighten up and be more concise about what their decision making is. And if they slip up any, they know that you're going to capitalize on their mistakes. And this is what the Clippers kind of have to do without Kawhi Leonard being there, because I think the Clippers can build a lead they can do a lot of things, but they got to be more on their defensive shit, because if they're not, like I said, Dallas will just make a comeback. And you're not always going to win games where you're up by 20 points and the other team comes back and take the lead, because sometime when that happens, when a team come back and take the lead, when they've been down by so much, sometime the momentum that you had is gone, and it gives the other team the momentum psychologically, and it gives them the advantage. And that's not something the Clippers can allow, because like I said, the Dallas Mavericks are looking at this as their game 7, just as you are. So if it's their game 7, if you're looking at it that way as the Clippers and they're looking at it that way as Dallas, then you know they're going to come out and try to give you everything they have from a different perspective. And I personally think that the Clippers are going to win this game, because I think Ty Lue is a better coach than Jason Kidd. The only problem is Ty Lue can get cocky sometime. He can get a little, above himself a little bit. And hopefully he doesn't come out this game like that, because of what he saw last game and what they're able to do offensively, even without Kawhi Leonard. Because if you do that, then Jason Kidd will make an alteration where it can throw like a banana in the tailpipe, sort of like, a chink in your armor. Because you don't have Kawhi Leonard, there is some advantages that Jason Kidd feel like they can utilize against you that Ty Lue might not be thinking about. So hopefully Ty Lue doesn't come out, big-headed and cocky, and just had these guys play within their means, do what they're supposed to do, don't lose your assignment. All the backdoor cuts, can't allow that. Can't be no backdoor cuts. Can't be really no misassignments. You can't give them easy baskets. Because when you give Dallas easy baskets, it just makes them harder to beat, because at some point they're going to start hitting those tough baskets, because Kyrie can just hit tough shot after tough shot. So can Luka, step back threes, all that. They can hit the tough shot. So if they're getting easy cuts to the basket, easy backdoor passes, they're getting easy scoring flow, then that's going to be a tough night for the Clippers, especially because honestly, if there's no defense being played on the Clippers side, it's going to favor Dallas. It just is. So, I need the Clippers to play sound defense and stay with your man, and don't let nothing easy happen. And Zubac has really got to be big this game also, to me. He needs to at least have a double-double, of course. I'd say maybe like 15 and 10, somewhere in there. And like I said, they need 25-plus points from Paul George and James Harden efficiently. That's what they're going to need, honestly. Because, looking at a game like this, to me, a game like this is a trap game, if you ask me. Because there's been many times where we've seen Paul George and James Harden within their career. They'll have 30, 40-point games like they did last game against Dallas, but then they'll come in a game like this and lay an egg. And see, we've seen that so many times with these two players. It's hard to really trust them like that. And like I said, we have to put our trust in them now, specifically because Kawhi is not there and our efficient guy is not there. Our best player is not there. Our best defender is not there. So Kawhi makes up all of the ground and makes up for all their mistakes. And now their mistakes that they do make is going to be weighed heavily even more, because Kawhi is not there to clean up the mess that a lot of times that Paul George and some of the other ones make when Kawhi is around. So it's need efficiency, keep the turnovers down, and we need 25-plus points from, PG and Harden. They can't lay an egg this game. They just can't do it. It can't be another 7-point game from Paul George, a 14-point game or something like that from James Harden. It just can't be that. It's just no way. So, but at the same time, like I said, they got to be efficient. If they're not efficient, it's going to be even tougher, for the Clippers to win this game. Because like I said, Dallas is looking at it the same way I think the Clippers are. This is their game 7. And like I said, the pressure really is on the Clippers even more, because if they lose this game at home, it's going to be tough to leave Dallas with a W. It's just going to be tough. Especially you go back to Dallas and Jerry Jones is there, Dirk Nowitzki is there and his family, Dak Prescott is there, other let's say Beyonce or something like that is there because she's from Houston, Texas. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to go back to a environment like that where it's really the odds to be stacked against you. You want to, if you do go back to that environment, you want to go back there with the lead. You don't want to go back there down 3-2 and now you got to try to win a big game on the road under pressure without your best player. And let's say, one of these games, Luka's probably not going to struggle every single game. You got to kind of like think of it that way. So luckily for the Clippers, he's been kind of like not been playing Luka-esque in regards to how he, usually shoots and plays against the Clippers. He's been kind of struggling a little bit, along with Kyrie a little bit. So it's kind of helped the Clippers a little bit in their favor in that sense. But one of these games, he might not actually struggle. He might come out really firing. So I need the Clippers to be efficient as possible, lock down defense, don't miss no assignments, and just don't lay an egg, basically.